Hi guys, welcome to part 2 of Harry Potter. I am Steph.
Hello, I'm Luke.
This is Lucas's channel, so unsurprisingly there's a Lucas.
Yeah, that'd be a bit weird if I wasn't here.
We have landed on the Whomping Willow. You might notice the problem with that. There was no convenient car platform in the Whomping Willow
Yes,
in
there
the
was.
books.
Of course there was.
I suppose I should also say, just in case you're watching this and you haven't watched part 1, we're playing through the GameCube game of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and Luke's playing.
I love how I don't have to explain any of this stuff when you're here.
That's what you're using me for.
I get to just play games.
This is nothing like how it's described in the books at all.
Oh god.
They crash land like at the bottom of it, or in it, and then fall to the bottom of it, and the branches themselves,
Like this?
the
The
branches themselves punch the car, and the tree like leans over and almost pulls itself up at the roots to try and punch them. This is
so violent.
This is tame and boring in comparison to how it's written in the book.
Believe it or not, it's actually quite difficult though. I keep getting hit.
But like, I don't get it. I feel like the way it's written in the books is so exciting, and to see that actually realized in a game would be quite scary. I don't understand why they've chosen to do this weird, really different way of doing it when like a tree leaning over and trying to punch you.
Yeah, that's kind of scary. Like I remember, I've seen the second movie and I remember that part being quite memorable. Health boosting cauldron cakes. What's a cauldron cake?
That's the thing in the books. It's something that he buys off the trolley in the train.
Anything off the trolley, dear?
Yeah, I don't really know.
It's a troll or something.
I don't really know what a cauldron cake exactly is though. That thing, well, it could be a bowtruckle, but they aren't introduced until the 4th book.
Looks like just a little wooden animal.
Yeah, well, bowtruckles are tree spirits, and they look like little wooden people. But why they would put it in a game of the 2nd book when they're not introduced until the 4th book, I don't know. But
what's he doing there? Is that something just holding it up?
That?
Yeah, it's just holding it up. What's that about?
That is weird.
Okay. It's just holding it up there for me to drop it. Or for him to drop it.
You can tell it's a magic mushroom when it gives you jelly beans.
Wild gantrashes? Gantrashes? What's that?
Nothing that's in the books.
The wild gintrashes. If a student finds themselves being approached by these giant dog spirits, they are advised that they can ward them off with a lumos.
Okay, no, the reason you don't go near the Whomping Willow is because it whomps you.
That sounds like a fan fiction waiting to happen.
Audience wishes they could see the look I'm giving Lucas now.
Bertie Bott's. Sick. No, that's unlucky.
Does it tell you what flavours you're collecting?
Yeah, that's what it says at the bottom.
Yeah.
Lumos. Hey, that didn't last very long at all. Go. Go. Ow. What?
They are so weird looking.
They're dogs.
And I realised that. Only because it told me.
Ow. What the heck? What hurt me then?
It's like the werewolf in the 3rd Harry Potter film.
Oh, the one which is like all spindly.
It's dreadful. It looks like somebody tried to create a zombie Scooby-Doo.
No, you know what it looks like? It looks like the werewolves in Skyrim.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's totally what it looks like.
I mean, I've heard the director say what he was going for. And what he was going for was that it is mentioned in the books that being a werewolf is like having an illness, and that Lupin does look ill near the full moon when they see him in human form.
Is that why he looks ill on the train?
Yeah. But the thing is that, like, also in the books, It says clearly in the Defense Against the Dark Arts exam that there are only 5 small differences between a true wolf.
That's a true wolf.
There's only 5 small differences between a true wolf and a werewolf.
What kept you, Harry? I can't hang around here all night, you know. Very funny, Ron. Now, how on earth am I going to release you? Is there some kind of weak spot on the tree you could cast a spell at?
See, that's slightly more.
Whatever you're going to do, I suggest you do it.
Look how much is flicking him. Oh, here we go. Oh dear.
That is slightly more like the books.
Oh,
those fist-like branches, but...
I need to use a potion.
Is the weak spot not the bit behind him?
The weak spot is the eye, but you got to hit his arms.
Oh, okay.
Well, his. I don't know what it is.
The tree's arms first, yeah, okay. Fair
Its arms. Oh look, here comes Fluffy.
Hedwig?
Yeah, that's all.
Fluffy's the 3-headed dog.
I know. Oh, I love how when it hits, you can hear the horn going. That's awesome. I wonder if like charging up makes any difference, or if it doesn't work on bosses.
Is this tricky?
Yeah, this is quite hard.
I have noticed that the little glowy spot hasn't come up very many times.
There it is. It does keep coming up, but it stops if you get hit. So even though it's there, when he pulls back, like he'll be laughing. Hey, I did it. Almost died though.
Harry. Much appreciated. Oh, it was nothing. Anyway, we better get a move on. We don't want Professor Snape catching us out so late. Why don't you try that door, Harry?
The only thing I'm not looking forward to this term is seeing Snape.
Let's just hope he's left because he missed out on the Defense Against the Dark Arts job again.
Or he might have been sacked. I mean, everyone hates him.
Or maybe he's waiting to hear why you two didn't arrive on the Hogwarts Express.
Professor Snape, we were...
In my search of the grounds, I noticed that considerable damage seems to have been done to a very valuable Whomping willow. I will be speaking with Professor McGonagall later.
That tree did more damage to us than we...
Silence! I would advise you both to make your way immediately to the Gryffindor Common Room.
But Professor Snape, we...
Go, and count yourselves lucky. If I should catch either of you out after tonight, I will definitely deduct house points.
Come on, Harry. I'll meet you outside the entrance hall.
It's so we're not going to Dumbledore for one. We haven't been threatened with
expulsion,
and we've been threatened with house points, which like I know that in the first book Harry like he loses points and he gets really distraught about that. But I mean like it's probably not as bad as expulsion. Like I thought that was a pretty massive plot hole.
Yeah, it's interesting that they chose for the cutscene to be the joke about them insulting Snape and him coming up behind them, rather than the cutscene to be McGonagall sitting in the office saying, like, shouting at them, and Dumbledore coming in and saying, "Please explain why you have done this," and then telling them,
"Explain, Mr. Potter," and
like Snape being horrified that they're not expelled, and him saying, "If you do one more thing wrong, you'll be expelled," and that's kind of the reason why it's plausible that Harry tries to ignore the basilisk and everything that goes on in the Chamber of Secrets for so long, because he's been told if he breaks one more school rule, he'll be expelled. And so the stakes have to get pretty high for him before he's willing to like follow the clues and stuff, because you have to remember, for him, expulsion from Hogwarts, it destroys the rest of his life, because if he can't get magical qualifications, he can never use magic again. He has to go and live with the Dursleys and live a muggle life.
Can he, if you get expelled, can you go to a different school?
Good question.
Oh look,
Don't know.
Well, I would
Headless
be,
Nick.
if Professor Snape hadn't caught me outside.
Well, I suppose that rules are there for a reason, although sometimes the reason escapes me. Yes, you shouldn't be up this late, you know. Better get back to the Gryffindor common room before Professor Snape
If that's not
catches
John
you
Cleese,
again.
that's a good impression.
I was
going to
say, yeah. I don't think it is, to be honest.
It's quite a good impression.
Yes, it is a very good impression. I've heard a lot of him, but it doesn't have the same kind of mannerisms that John Cleese does.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it is him, but it's
a very good impression.
yeah.
How does... Do they hurt?
Ghosts? No.
Yeah.
Get into the common room, Harry. She wants the password.
So Ron tells you instead of animating the fat lady. That's
You
cheap.
aren't Slytherins disguised as Gryffindors.
Because we don't look like gorillas, that's how.
There you are. Someone said you'd been expelled for crashing a flying car into the Whomping Willow.
Well, we haven't been expelled.
Look, just tell us the new password, Hermione.
Oh, very well then. It's Wattlebird.
Oh, that's
I'll
from
meet
the
you
books.
inside, Harry.
Is it?
Yeah. Fair enough.
Is it from the books that you have to climb through a hole?
Yes, but it's round and it's more of
Alright.
it's you don't really climb, you just kind of step.
Oh, well, that's kind of interesting. They at least kind of did a little bit towards that. Hey, look, it's Urza.
What?
Urza? Elsa. Not Urza. Urza's from Fairy Tale.
Do you mean Anna? She's the ginger one.
But she's got her
Elsa's blonde.
she's got her clothes on.
I
It's
must
like
go and
Anna
see them.
cosplaying as her sister.
That door through the
This is also interesting in that the common room. Oh, this bit's good.
It looks like a column.
Yeah,
common
I was
room.
gonna say those tunnels and stuff in it don't look as welcoming and warm as it's supposed to.
Does this look welcoming and warm?
Yeah, this bit's fine.
It's got blue light streaming through it, which isn't very welcoming, but...
Yeah.
Ron,
Harry,
tell me
It's
something.
been a long day. Really tired and I'm off to bed.
Because all 12-year-olds say that.
5-year-old, I think. This is weird. Look at this. May I ask you, how many dormitories were there in the common room? In the Gryffindor,
There's 2 staircases, but there's a lot of dormitories. Why?
Well, you can see here that there is one exit over here that leads to the exit of the common room, and there is only one...
Spiral staircase.
Yes, and how many staircases are on that? 1. How many dormitories does that take you to? Oh look, only 1.
Morning, Ron. Do you know what class we've got first? I heard there's flying.
You heard right. I'll meet you downstairs in the entrance hall.
So that's the
So
lost and
is
found
that
board.
a side quest?
Yeah, you can come here and like find or post things that you found things there, and you get, I think, beans, which sucks. I really wish that beans didn't go away when you get hit, because that's really annoying. They don't have. Do they have alcohol in Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Wizard universe?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course, because they got the leaky cauldron.
Yeah.
Hello, Nick.
It's a bit interestingly ambiguous with butterbeer because the kids
Yeah.
drink it underage and they can buy it underage.
Maybe it's like
strange.
shandy, like
But it doesn't matter. You can't sell anything with any alcohol content to kids in the Muggle
No,
world. So.
no, I mean like shandy, fake shandy.
But butterbeer, it's weak, but it is alcohol.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's weird.
Because the house elf gets drunk off it.
Well, maybe it's magical, so it doesn't get kids drunk. Maybe wouldn't it be funny if here's a good conspiracy theory, like a good spin-off alternate universe theory for Harry Potter. What if like wizards do exist, and it just so happens that like that beer is somehow connected to, or alcohol is somehow connected to wizards, and it's like the byproducts of wizard life.
What?
And we drink it, and it gets you a little bit drunk, and you're just experiencing like the tipsiness of magic. Yeah, because we can't normally feel magic, and it just is like the first idea of magic you can get, and that's why they drink it, because it doesn't actually do anything to them. It just enhances their magic. You know what I mean? Oh look, it's Neville.
Although you all apparently learned to fly last year, the apparently is directed at you, Mr. Longbottom, a brief refresher course is in order.
He's got a few more years, and then he'll be on a magazine cover.
First of all, I want to test your broom control. Fly up and hover a few feet from the ground.
Yeah, I mean,
Woo!
as Madam Hooch said, the
Now,
flying lessons
Fly back down to the
only
ground
happened
and
in
hover above it.
the first book, but I can understand why they need to reteach you. That is strange.
What?
The way the broom is holding up his robe. But
Oh yeah, that's weird.
You seem to have lost none of your natural flying ability.
Her
Let's
hair
move
is
on to something a little more
outstandingly like it belongs in an anime.
comprised of enchanted rings.
She also looks like Storm
Is to fly through as many of these rings as possible
at the end
and
of like X-Men.
Yeah,
begin.
Let's go.
I understand it needs to teach you flying again. I don't have a problem with. Although I feel like they could have made it be part of like Quidditch training instead of flying lessons.
Oh, you do get to
considering-
play Quidditch later.
Yeah, but like this reintroduction to the flying mechanic should have been through a Quidditch practice, not through flying lessons, because
Right.
flying lessons don't happen
Now
in the
for the
second book.
examination.
Oh, fair enough. Why not?
Grade will be awarded depending on how well you complete the course. You must fly through as many rings as you can in a set time. I've created several new enchantments for the rings, causing some to move and others to shrink as you approach them.
I
Ready,
don't
Mr.
really
Potter? You may begin.
know. I suppose because, really honestly, because it's not important to the plot anymore, because it's established that Harry can fly and he goes to Quidditch training and stuff.
Does he? Does he still? Do they still take place, or does it just omit them from the
literally
book?
never mentioned again.
Okay.
So I
Whoa!
don't.
Whoa! Oh, I missed it.
I don't know whether it's just sort of like, because obviously the books don't recount every single lesson that Harry goes to, so I don't know whether you just don't see his flying lessons because they're not important anymore.
Sorry.
Or whether or not only first years do the flying lessons.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'd want to do flying lessons. Like, I'm all for Harry's optimism with flying. That sounds awesome. Like, I can't think of anything cooler.
Oh yeah.
Even if I couldn't fly with a broom, I'd still want to fly just by standing on a rug and using Wingardium Leviosa on it. Can you do that?
Don't see why not.
Okay. This is pretty.
Well,
this is pretty cool.
because flying carpets are
Standing
illegal.
display, Mr. Potter. You receive the
Flying
highest
carpets are
grade
illegal?
of
Yes.
distinction.
Why?
Well done.
Because they're too obvious to
Want
muggles.
practice flying?
Oh, really?
Potter, come
Yeah,
over
they're
here.
illegal.
Wow. So flying brooms aren't illegal.
See you later.
Oh, here we go. Doing the house points.
Gryffindor. Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff is yellow.
Hufflepuff is yellow.
Hufflepuff is yellow. Why is that purple?
Is Ravenclaw blue?
Yes. Why was that purple?
I don't know. Maybe because the rest of it
That's
looks
a
gold.
pretty huge flaw there.
Maybe because they used gold for the rest of it. So they couldn't use yellow because when you look at it.
That is so bad. I object strongly.
Yeah.
As a fan, I object strongly to them getting the house colours wrong. That's pretty bad.
At least they got your house right. Let's go see what's going on.
Just the person I've been looking for. Something dreadful has happened to Neville. He's got himself trapped behind a tapestry.
And I suppose you want me to get him out?
Would you? That's so kind of you, Harry. He's out here.
That's literally like all the books though. Like you want me to get him out? Would you? It's like, well, I didn't say I would, but
Neville?
let's see.
I don't see why Harry would be more adept at that than
It was like
Hermione.
the feather his
Yeah,
coat,
good question.
and
Good
he went
point.
the wrong way. Now he's stuck.
Well, can't you get him out, Hermione?
No, I've tried everything. We need a severing charm.
And where am I going to find one of those at this time of night?
Herbology Greenhouse 3 in the grounds.
What?
To get in,
Sorry,
you guys
you're
have to
finding
find
a
out how to
charm
pull up portcullis.
in a
If you go to
greenhouse?
the
Isn't that where they
library,
usually get it?
excellent book by Professor Lockhart. That'll tell you how to do it.
Okay, so I've got to go into the library on the second floor and get a copy of Lockhart's book, and then go out into the grounds and find my way into the Herbology Greenhouse to
What?
get the
You can't get a charm. You learn a charm, and a charm has nothing to do with herbology. Are you shitting me?
No.
Hello there, young Harry. Where are you off to in such a hurry?
Hello, Nick. I'm just doing something for Hermione. It's urgent.
Aren't you not allowed to go out at night?
Yep.
Not to worry,
Would
young
the
Harry.
ghosts
You come
care?
along now and I'll
No.
see you some other
No, they
time.
wouldn't, so they would be talking to him like that.
But well, Nick doesn't care. He's good to all Gryffindors. But Peeves would
Oh yeah, but
get you in trouble just for fun.
he would just troll.
Yeah.
He's a troll. He's like a
Well, no, he's a podcast. Ha
but
ha ha.
oh.
So funny.
That's hilarious. Pretty sure it's here. Is this it? Yeah. Marauding with monsters. Animal, vegetable, hornlump, or gnome. During my myriad travels across this magical globe of ours, I have beheld many strange sights.
That's really not how Lockhart talks, but sure.
I have beheld many strange sights and encountered a veritable bestiary of particular and exotic creatures. The vast majority of creatures that I have had the misfortune to encounter have been of decidedly threatening variety. Not so the hornlump, which is actually an animal rather than plant. I well remember the time when, while staying with some fans of mine in the wilds of Essex, I offered to clear a pathway in their quaint suburban yard. Yeah, anyway, so... Oh, look, here, look at the gnome. It's twerking.
Tis a bit.
Stained glass.
At night time, there's just a couple of teachers rostered on to patrol.
What happens if they
Always.
have classes the next day, the teachers? Maybe they have, like, coffee equivalent, but it's very, very strong. Oh,
I'm sure
there's
they
a...
do. I'm sure they have potions for that.
Yeah. There's a, like, an anti-tiredness potion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think it would be, like, super effective?
Yeah.
Like an anti-tiredness potion. It's like we take the marvelous seeds of the coffee plant and we add
the marvelous extraction of the udders of cows.
we add lukewarm aqua. Oh, here we go. Wigan. I need to refill actually. That's lucky that this tree stump of Wigan World is here. Maybe it's like witches who are like, oh, here it is, whatever this thing is. Kit bag.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so these things are animals. We gotta... I don't actually remember what it said to do about them. Pick them up? Yeah. Throw! I like the unremarkable explosion. Oh.
Yeah, bit anticlimactic.
Yeah. Are these the things you're talking... Oh, no, wait, no, they come up a bit later.
Venomous tentacular?
Yes, I think...
They are in Greenhouse 3, yes.
Yeah, I think
so
that...
are the mandrakes.
I think that you have to use the cutting thing on them.
The severing charm, which
Yeah.
you're trying to learn now in a greenhouse.
Yeah, that's where you learn. You need to just get over this fact. It's where they learn. Defense against the dark arts. Severs ropes and tapestries.
Don't learn defense against dark arts in a greenhouse.
But it's not defense against the dark arts, it's defense against the tapestries. Is there a severing charm in the books at all?
Yeah, yes there is.
What does it do? Is it the same? Severs things?
Yeah, just cuts. Yeah, the spell for it is Defindo, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's what it said. That's what it said in the book, Defindo.
Okay, yep.
Oh no!
Oh dear.
Mr. Potter.
When he's in detention with...
Did you see his head? It went like...
What happened to you?
I don't know. I found him like this.
Follow me, Potter.
Harry was taken to Professor Dumbledore's office.
Professor, I swear I didn't.
Oh, look at that beard.
Lucas is
Where he
easily
came
impressed
across
by
the
beards.
No, I'm not.
You've been wondering whether I put you in the right house. Yes, well, you were particularly difficult to place. But I stand by what I said before. You would have done well in Slytherin.
And he also discovered Fawkes, Professor Dumbledore's pet phoenix.
Fascinating creatures, phoenixes. They can carry immensely heavy loads. Their tears have healing powers, and they make highly faithful pets.
Incidentally, you will need
of
all this
course,
information to
Professor
survive at the end of the book.
I know you're not the attacker, Harry, but I
Do you know
must
why
ask you,
Dumbledore didn't give his phoenix to Harry Potter?
Well, as you said, they're faithful pets. I assume, like, the phoenix doesn't want to belong to anyone else after Dumbledore dies.
No, it's because Dumbledore gives 0 forks.
No, there isn't anything, Professor.
Very well, if you're sure.
Again, audience is wishing they could see the look I was giving Lucas at the moment.
Here we go. Slice. Oh,
Phew.
that physics.
Thanks, Harry. I thought I was never going to get out of there.
Nice one, Harry. Well, all this excitement has worn me out. I think I'll head off to bed.
Again, teenagers totally say that.
She sounds like she's from, I don't know, like a reality show in England. Nice one. That really wore me out.
She does sound much less posh than you would expect Hermione.
Yeah, I imagine her to sound really posh.
Yep.
Hello, Hermione. Do you know what lesson we've got first thing?
It's Defense Against the Dark Arts, Harry, with Gilderoy Lockhart. I can't wait.
Me neither.
I can't wait, I
I'll
can't.
meet you on the 3rd floor outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts class.
Her shirt underneath her robes is pretty impressive. And by impressive,
Yeah.
I mean... So is Harry's. Has this got like a...
Knitted jumper.
Yeah, knitted jumper.
Is that meant to be Percy Weasley?
Yeah.
He's not wearing glasses.
Says prefect.
Why is he not wearing his glasses?
Also, his hat disappears in first person. Does he wear glasses all the time?
Yeah, his glasses are pretty iconic to his character. That's really strange that they haven't
Look at this kid. With the... Yeah.
weird collar.
Yeah.
Vampire
Oh, that is
collar.
an epic collar, isn't it? I didn't even notice that, really. That was a crazy collar. So here we go. This is the part we were talking about
The
earlier.
Cornish Pixies?
Yeah, Cornish Pixies.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain, or you can explain that after we see them? What we were saying.
Yeah,
about
so we saw something last time that I said, oh, it might be a Cornish Pixie.
But they were-
Snape's there. This looks like dueling club, not...
them. Dueling?
Oh, for goodness sake.
Teaching dueling. Let me introduce you to my assistant, Professor Snape.
Professor
This
Snape.
happens in the books after a couple of the attacks by the basilisk because everyone's scared, and it happens in the Great Hall. It's not in a lesson, it's extracurricular. The first Defense Against the Dark Arts lesson is the Cornish Pixies.
What? Where are we going? Oh, we're going
so
to
he's
find
not gonna
Expelliarmus.
teach him a spell like
No.
a teacher does.
No, he
He's
has to
send
go
him through
find
a
it.
secret tunnel to find the spell.
Find the spell.
There's a couple of attacks before Gilderoy Lockhart teaches them dueling.
Yeah.
Teaches them dueling.
Yes.
The point is that he's useless, but that's really weird. The Cornish Pixie scene, I feel like, would be fun in a game. Anyway, back to what I was saying before I got interrupted by the weird moving around of events in the plot. Is that we saw something in the first book when we were meandering around behind Nocturne Alley, which I said, oh, it's probably a Cornish Pixie. But if it was, Cornish
Whoa.
Pixies are supposed to be electric blue, so if it was a Cornish Pixie, they've designed Cornish Pixies wrong for this game, but we'll see.
Maybe I've got to dodge them, that's it.
You don't seem to be able to aim at them.
No. Oh, that's it. I figured it out. All right. Here we go. You've got to dodge.
And then hit them as they go away.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. Nailed it. Oh, geez. It's a little thing.
Yeah, see, that's what we thought was a Cornish Pixie before. But if it is, it's supposed to be blue, so...
Yeah. So they are blue? The Cornish Pixies?
Yes, in the books.
Right. What do I do with it now? Can I
Don't
throw it
know.
down the hole?
Again, he's holding it like, ew. Like the gnomes.
Throw it down the hole. Yeah. Ugh. Can't follow me through doors. Whoa.
The only injuries that wizards can sustain that are serious enough that would, frighten a wizard because they might not be curable are
Death.
magical injuries by dark magic.
And death.
Yeah, you can't cure death.
Let's throw this guy down a hole. Bye.
Further into Lockhart's
here we go.
Dungeon of Learning.
Yeah, Dungeon of Learning.
So weird.
Well done, Harry. You just finished the death of learning. And by death, it's because you died in it. Twice, in fact. Mastering wizard dueling. reflects on opponents. Is that what Expelliarmus does? Reflects?
No, it expels your arms, as in weapons. It removes your weapon.
Okay, well that's kind of similar. I guess that we have to use it now. Assuming something's going to come down. Oh, looks like that thing.
That was weird.
Yeah, it's like glitching. Here it comes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is awesome. This is like in The Legend of Zelda when you have to reflect back Ganon's spells.
Oh yeah, so this is quite a cool little match.
I love that part, yeah. Because at the very because he's the last boss and it goes backwards and forwards for a good few minutes. Just one bullet. And you can reflect it with a bottle, which I always thought was really interesting. Rather than his sword, which is the only thing which is supposed to be able to do it, but it glitches, so you can do it with a bottle.
Oh, okay.
Is that it? Yeah. That was awesome. I enjoyed that part.
Okay, cool.
Now, I'd like you to use the Expelliarmus spell you've just acquired in a real duel.
Mr. Malfoy.
Just acquired. No effort on my part, even though I'm supposed to be teaching you things.
Yeah.
First duelist
He didn't do the test, Malfoy.
Very well then. One.
Did you just give him the finger?
Count to 3.
Oh, here we go. Oh, 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 oh! I forgot the button. My mistake. Oh, 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 oh! You mad, bro? Oh, you mad, bro? You mad, bro? Oh, oh!
Calm down.
You wish that you were this awesome. You wish you were this sugoi. Go! Oh, missed. Oh, damn it. Well, I got him once, and he got me 5 times. Oh, here we go again. Oh. Oh. Go. Hey, got him. It's actually quite difficult.
You probably need to dodge as well.
I forgot about that. That's a good idea. Oh, I'm dead. This is really tough. What the hell? I'm probably doing something wrong.
In the books, a spell is a narrow jet of light, and unless you get directly hit by it, you avoid the spell.
So there's no area of attack spells?
No, except for spells that would, like, say, knock down a wall, and obviously the debris goes everywhere. I really think you need to dodge more.
Go. Maybe I'll just, like, attack and, like, just keep... Yeah, this is working. Totally not cheap. Yeah, your idea is right, actually. Dodging and just attacking. Yep. This totally works. I feel extremely cheap doing this, though.
Yeah, why?
Because you just learnt a new spell to reflect. So they want you to use the spell. Serpent Sorcia? Is that a spell?
Yes, it's the one that Malfoy uses in the Dueling Club.
You're a parcel mouth, Harry. Why didn't you tell us?
I'm a what? A parcel mouth? You can talk to snakes. So, does it matter?
It matters, Harry, because being able to talk to snakes was what Salazar Slytherin was famous for. That's why the symbol of Slytherin
yeah,
has
she's the accent's pretty wrong for Hermione.
I think you're his great-great-great-great-grandson or something. But I'm not.
You'll find that hard to prove. He lived about 1,000 years ago. For all we know, you could be.
Again, the whole school thing.
Next, at the Quidditch Stadium.
Yeah, like the whole school thing.
Yeah, it makes much more sense if they have it in the actual dueling club rather than in the lesson where they're supposed to deal with the Cornish pixies and Gilderoy's ineptitude.
Ineptitude.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I just feel like the order of events is strange considering the rationale for the dueling club in the books is the number of attacks.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. They're at a later point in the... Wasn't there a save up here?
But they're not, because they still haven't had the message written in blood on the wall. The Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemies of the air beware. If they're skipping that, that's a pretty iconic, massive thing from the second book. So
yeah.
If they don't include that at all, and also they kind of have to, because then it appears underneath it when Ginny goes down into the chamber.
Yeah.
Her skeleton will lie in the chamber forever. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I guess if you're a bit of a Harry Potter nerd like me, let us know in the comments below if you have any input on why they might have changed things the way they did in the game.
Yeah, theories are always good.
But or if you agree with me that you don't really see the point in the changes, and seriously, what were the points in the changes with the Whomping Willow? I mean, really, like, it didn't look like a willow. It didn't fight them in the way it did in the books, which is much more interesting than the way it had it fighting them in the games. So I think that was the standout thumbs down for this episode. Was definitely
even the
Whomping
plot
Willow.
point after that, when they don't go to McGonagall's office. I thought that was the big problem.
Another weird decision, yeah.
But not as bad. Fair enough. I still think the fact that they didn't have the lesson, that would have been interesting. Oh well. Anyway.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time when we'll play some Quidditch.